Offset printed sample. About offset printed samples. The offset printed sample is made using the same process and therefore the quality is very close to that of the bulk goods. Risks of offset printed sample. Repeat orders without modifications. Offset printed samples are not necessary prior to mass production in this case. Repeat orders with modifications. In the case of modifications, we suggest producing digital printed samples prior to mass production. If you are more inclined to request an offset printed sample, please refer to 2.3.2.4 to 2.3.2.10 for potential risks. New projects. Regarding the difference between offset printed samples and future mass products, please refer to 2.3.2.4 through 2.3.2.10. Box. The material issue. The material is the same as the mass products. The color issue. The offset printed sample can represent the printing quality of the mass products. However, there may always be a slight color difference among batches. The varnishing, same as mass products. The lamination, same as mass products. Spot UV. In the stage of pre-production samples, as the quantity is small, there will be an overprint position change problem. The tolerance will be plus or minus 1 mm. For mass production, this is reduced to plus or minus 0.5 mm. Issues such as bubbling, bad adhesion, and peeling off may occur in pre-production samples, as the quantities are small and the spot UV finishing is done manually. For mass production, these will be batch produced by machine and such problems will be greatly reduced. Large spot UV areas are done manually on pre-production samples. Therefore, unexpected marks may occur. For mass production, this issue will be greatly reduced as these are batch produced by machine. Hot stamping issue. The hot stamping area will be misaligned. We can only control the tolerance within plus or minus 1 mm during the pre-production sample stage due to the small sample quantity. During the mass production stage, the tolerance will be within plus or minus 0.3 mm. The foil film may not adhere to the surface correctly, making it easy to peel off. This problem will be very common in pre-production samples as they are handmade in small quantities. This will be improved significantly when the machine is used for mass production. Pre-production samples are handmade due to the small quantities. This means the laborers touch the foil film area frequently and can possibly lead to scratching. This will be improved significantly when the machine is used for mass production. Paper-mounted issue. The pre-production sample is made manually. This means it may be misaligned. The finishes on the corners are poor or the mounted paper is not adhered correctly and bubbling. These problems are unavoidable during the pre-production sample stage, but will be improved significantly in future mass production. Magnetic force issue. Pre-production samples may give the impression that the magnetic force is weak. The causes are: 1. This is due to the short production time and the high humidity in the cover, resulting in the product's lack of shape and the increased tension. This tension will counteract some of the magnet's force, which will make the magnet feel weak. During mass production, the humidity inside the cover will be fully reduced and will not create a lot of tension. 2. A model machine will be used for engraving of the pre-production samples, which will cause minor errors in the angle, accuracy, and depth of slotting. These errors will affect the fit of the cover after folding and the magnetic force. In the future, we will use special slotting machines for debugging and mass production, which can control the accuracy of slotting so as to avoid this issue. Sticker for magnet. Magnet must not be exposed. The sticker is there to prevent the magnet from falling off. For games aimed at children, those under the age of 14, magnets falling off may result in the failure of relevant safety testing. 12. Paper tray. Inlay. The material issue. The material is the same as the mass products. Color difference issue. The offset printed samples can represent the printing quality of the mass products. However, there may always be a slight color difference among batches. The varnishing, same as mass products. The lamination, same as mass products. The finishing issue. The pre-production sample is manually made, which can cause misalignment, incomplete scoring lines, deviation, and edge breakage. Die-cut tooling will be used in mass production to avoid these issues. Leaflet, booklet, manual. The material issue. The material is the same as the mass products. Color difference issue. The offset printed sample can represent the printing quality of the mass products. However, there may always be a slight color difference among batches. The varnishing, same as mass products. Punch board, player board. The material issue. The material is the same as the mass products. Color difference issue. The offset printed sample can represent the printing quality of the mass products. However, there may always be a slight color difference among batches. The varnishing, same as mass products. The lamination, same as mass products. Paper mounted issue. Not applicable. The pattern on the front and the back of the punch board may deviate. It is even worse when linen texture is required. This is caused by the high humidity within the paper during a comparatively short pre-production period, in which the paper can easily be expanded or stretched. This leads to the misalignment of the pattern. An additional process of dehumidification will be used during mass production, at least a 24-hour dehumidification period. This will reduce such defects by controlling the humidity of the paper. The layering issue. Not applicable. When the punch boards are punched out, issues such as layering or rough edges may occur. This is caused by the high humidity of gray board during a comparatively short pre-production period. An additional process of dehumidification will be used during mass production, at least a 24-hour dehumidification period. This will reduce such defects by controlling the humidity of the paper. Die cut holder issue. Die cut holders are added to the die cut line as the connections between the board and tokens. This prevents the punch tokens from disconnecting easily, which may embed and damage the die cut mold. Cards. The material, same as mass products. Color difference issue. The offset printed sample can represent the printing quality of the mass products. However, there may always be a slight color difference among batches. The varnishing, same as mass products. The die cut, same as mass products. Golden edges, not applicable. For cards with golden edges, there will be an error of 0.2 mm to 0.3 mm in terms of card size. This is because the card edges need to be polished before the golden finishing. Golden edges are not workable for black core cards. The edges cannot be polished due to the black core layer. Plastic card, plastic single sheet. The material issue. The material is the same as the mass products. The material is not same as the mass products. The digital sample will differ from mass production in terms of color, brightness, and transparency if the plastic card thickness is more than 0.3 mm. The factory will use the stocked existing plastic cards for the digital sample and is used to check the pictures, languages, and shapes. The factory needs to mount cards together if the card thickness is more than 0.3 mm, and the maximum of a single plastic card thickness is 0.3 mm. There will be a slight difference in the material thickness and brightness between pre-production and mass production, as a different batch of materials will be used between these. Color difference issue. Digital sample. There will be a color discrepancy as the sample is manufactured using digital printing. While mass production will be completed using a real printing machine, the digital printed sample will be around 85 to 90% similar to the mass production version. Offset printed sample. The offset printed sample can represent the printing quality of the mass products. However, there may be a slight color difference among batches. The varnishing issue. Not applicable. The sample surface cannot be protected by varnishing as it is pressed by the digital printer. The surface will inevitably get scratched, faded, and easily stained in the digital printing. It will, however, be avoided in mass production. Due to the non-varnishing of the sample, the surface will not be smooth. This will not occur in mass production as a special poker varnish will be applied to the cards. Game board. The material, same as mass products. Color difference issue. The offset printed sample can represent the printing quality of the mass products. However, there may always be a slight color difference among batches. The varnishing, same as mass products. The lamination, same as mass products.